Good afternoon, hockey fans. 10 seconds to go left in the warm-up clock. Thanks for bearing with us here. Little last-minute run around, making sure cameras are working. Should have a great game for you here. And there's bench cam for you. Rep checking out the net cam 1, net cam 2, and we're missing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, I know what it is. Like your own guess. We are just about ready for hockey here. Scott's just walked in the building. All right, looks like it's going to be Winkler and Frank on defense. Knutson, Carlson, and Fuller to start. Roseau just leaving their bench. They look like they're about ready to go. Good afternoon, Scott. Let me hear. I'll get out of your way.
I think you're going to get a lot of upset people being right. This place gets really small.
Well, this is kind of where we're set. All right. Jack's thrown it into the offensive zone. Knutson throws it towards the net. Loose. Ref is looking for the puck. Puck's still loose. Oops, sorry. Let me get the camera over there for you. Threw it out to center where Frank's going to pick it up. He throws it in towards the net. Carlson over to Knutson. Played to the near boards. And they're going to wrap it back around. Fuller's in on the chase. He tries to bump a ram off the puck. And this is going to be kept in by Winkler. Winkler gets the shot off. Save. Winkler's going to give another whack at it. That one's blocked out front. And now the Rams are going to throw it up ice with icing. And that one's going to come all the way back to the Rams net here. So far, Bemidji looking pretty good. Change the lines here. I see George, Grand, and Larson out there. Byron and Runnigan as your D. And here come the Rams. Getting a little clogged up at center. Larson's going to throw it back into the offensive zone, where Grand's going to go after it. He tried to center. And that one's kept in by O'Brien and pops into the Ram bench. And we're going to get a face-off just outside the Bemidji zone here. Dexty in the offensive zone. Grand's going to throw it in deep. Looks like we got Wongberg out there. Wongberg's out there running, trying to pinch, keeps it in the zone. Grant will throw it towards the net. Ram goalie said, puck's loose. Ref had a good eye on it. Rams trying to come back through center, trying to get around O'Brien, where Runnigan bumps it forward. Wongberg just in front of us here. Rams trying to throw it through to center, where Frank's going to pick it up. She's going to do the old spinorama behind her net. Frank loses the handle. Fuller's out there with Wongberg. He gets caught from behind. And here come the Rams trying to get around Frank. Nice poke check by Frank. Wongberg trying to get up to Fuller. No dice there. No. Frank picks it up. Throws it up through center. And the Rams get it in deep. This Rams is going to go behind Byron. Now picked up by Frank. She's going to go behind the net, try to get to Winkler. Knutson now with it. Carlson kicks it over to Fuller. Fuller tries to get it to Carlson. That's got no dice. And now to Frank. He's got some real estate. 3-on-1. Rams changing shot. That's blocked by the Rams. Carlson's going to try and throw back to Frank. Here come the Rams. Shot. Byron with the blocker save. Rams were looking for a quick wraparound. And now it pops out to center. Grand picks it up through center. Somebody lost the glove. Larson tries to get the shot off. Okay, I didn't want to block this.
We're taking 5.
Well, we can go a little higher. I don't want to block this.
Yeah?
No, we can go a couple more. And puck's out in front of the Ram net here. We're just deciding if we're in the right spot for the broadcast here. Larson tries to center. And O'Brien just trying to keep it in. Unable to. Larson throws it in deep. And here come the Rams the other way. Intercepted out front by Fuller, and that's going to get us a quick whistle. Okay, if we were too higher, that's in your way. 3, 2. Well, it's not hard to go up. Do you do it when they resurface? Before the third period?
Yeah.
We can do it between periods. So the Rams trying to get in. Wongberg got caught off the bench. To Fuller. Fuller shoots. Saved by the goalie. Nice rip. Looks like she got the blocker on it. Kind of hits center mass. And now it comes out to center. Rams coming in. Quick drop pass. Runnigan tries it. Rams. Carlson feeds Fuller. She's 1-on-2 going wide. Looking for some helpers. She's going to wrap it around. And now helping out over on that far wall, but it's picked up by the Rams. And the Rams throw it in deep, where Frank's going to go pick it up. Frank trying to find that real estate. Got George with her. Trying to get it over. George going to try and stuff it from the side. Now back to Larson. Over to George. You want the camera? He's all yours. And let's see. Can you hear me now? All right. How was your drive up? Yeah, it really was. All right, camera's all yours.
I'm going to take 89.
Good. Frank picks it up at center. Tried to think about giving it over to Winkler. And Roseau going to spin around their own net. Now coming out to center. Number 7 for Roseau's got a lot of speed. You know these girls very well? Yeah. And saved by Byron. So with 8:30 left, shots on goal, 7-3 in favor of Bemidji. Face-off going to come to the left of Byron. In the far corner. Here comes 17 for Roseau. Good at the blue line. Shot goes wide left of Byron. And the Rams get it in deep again. That one's going to come out of the zone. Rams coming through center, good at the blue line. And this is Byron to pick it up. Fuller just couldn't pass Byron. He's going to throw it in deep where Larson's going to go get it. Oh, you found a nice spot with this. Good job. That one comes out to center. And now chip pass Runnigan for JV. Okay, I do have that. I just got to look it up. I'll tell you. I think the varsity was 5-1. Varsity was 4-1, Scott. Let's see about the. You know what? I thought I had it. I don't. I had the varsity, not the JV. I think they won. Was that our first game? They won the first game. Is that the roster? The JV. I'll love it. Is that the first game of the year?
No, he's ran points twice.
Oh yeah, you're right. You're right. For some reason I thought they won the first grand game. You're probably right.
I think they got spanked pretty good against Roseau.
Got that camera on the bench cam just high enough to get it over Everhart's head. Here come the Rams. Number 4 moving to the slot. Flipper saved by Byron. That was Hovda. And the Rams gain the offensive zone. Saved by Byron again. Rams trying to get it up ice here. Carlson gives it a whack. Now Frank over to Fuller. He's got a little space. Fuller tries the center. That gets denied. And here comes Rams the other way. Eidsmo. Out to the point. Nice pressure there by Knutson. Right on the slot. Save Byron. Probably some relation there.
Great granddaughter.
Getting some music going now. Face off to the left of Byron. Big rip from the top of the zone here. Larson tries to get up ice. Comes out to center. And now offsides is the call. Coach going to leave lines the same. Face off just outside the Bemidji zone here. Larson throws it over to Runnigan. Called good at the line. George in there with Brand. Brand, so his center two, picked up by Runnigan. Throws it towards the net. That's picked off by Sandstrom. Sandstrom trying to get around Runnigan. Circling behind the net, looking for somebody to pass to. Still got it, moving towards the slot on the forehand. Now goes down low. Byron chasing a ram into the corner. You get by George, shot, save Byron. Puck still loose. O'Brien's still going to have it. She throws it up ice, and that's going to be icing on your Jacks. Let's get the scoreboard up there. They're a little discombobulated to start. I had my phone call with them just 5 before I had to come in and get all the cameras back on. Luckily, Tim was here to help. Any Russian tea? What kind of tea is that you had? Got a couple of teas?
Oh, I'm sure they
Get your fix-in shot. That one goes just wide left of Byron. Right out front, out to the point, top of the circle, shot, high up, goes wide. Might have gone high. Right in front of Byron. Now picked up by Frank. Frank looking for room again. 3-on-2 if they hurry. Over to Knutson. Knutson driving, tries to center. She lost the handle. Out to Carlson. Carlson over to Knutson. Knutson's going to whack it in deep. Carlson, nice job trying to keep it in. And that one's going to come out to Grand. But now Roseau's going to whack it towards the blue line. All the way back to Frank. Frank over to Larson. Larson doing her 1-on-4. That gets taken away by a Ram. Over to O'Brien. Tries to beat George. She throws it up ice. And we're going to get icing on the Jacks. We'll get it all the way back to the left of Byron. Yeah, I got the bench cam just high enough to get the top of Everhart's head. That's Jersey, if anybody's wondering, right there. George tries to split the D. And it gets stolen away by the Rams. Number 11 is Reese. Runnigan loses the handle. Larson will pick it up. She's got a little room. She'll throw it in deep, go off for a change. Grand going to stay in there on the forecheck. Here comes Sandstrom. Trying to get around Runnigan. Nice job by Runnigan. Played the puck. Reese tries to center. That one comes out to the point, right in the slot. Well played by Knutson. Knutson throws it over to Carlson. They lose the handle. Fuller might be the first one there. He gets it to Carlson. Throws it towards the net. Nothing happening there. Knutson's going to play it in deep. Oh, he gives it back to Runnigan. Runnigan, that one goes off a Ram. Knutson strong on the puck. Fuller tries to get the shot up and a goal! Thought the goalie got a chunk of it, but it came off the pad and drizzled in. Every shot's a good shot in hockey, right? Especially if you're down by 2. I had early plans of a boot camp. A boot. So 1-0 is your score in favor of the Jacks. This one comes up to center.
First goal, scorer by number 11, Ella Mae Swanberg. The assist number 19, Robbie Knutson. Double goal, 13 minutes, 10 seconds. Swanberg from Knutson at 13:10.
So they said Swanberg from Knutson. Swanberg's not on the ice. So it's 9 from 19. Swanberg's pretty happy. The coaches will get that fixed up.
The last minute to play in the first period.
So 1 minute to go here in the first. 1-0 is your score. And the Rams throw it all the way up ice. That's going to be gathered up by Frank. Frank's 1-on-2, going to try and split the D. Shot, saved by the Ram goalie and the quick whistle with 43.2 to go. Face-off going to come to the right of the Ram goalie. Rams try to center it, picked up by Sandstrom. Sandstrom trying to get around Frank, driving. Sandstrom looking for a helper. 26 to go. Sandstrom in the slot, danger, shot, right into the leather of Byron. Face off now to the right of Byron. Frank coming through center. Passes it off the wall, trying to get around the D. Driving, just gets it knocked off her stick. Drives the center to Larson. 6 to go. And that should be a wrap on the first game. So at the end of 1-0 is your score. We want to wait and move up 1 or 2, or?
The standing part won't be bad. The weird part would be having, you do it in front of me, and then pick it up on my audio. Not that it throws me off, but if it gets cut, it's in the background, then it just when you sit down, it's weird. They start to fill in here. Then I think that's all right. Then we're not going to tighten.
Works better on me.
I always think they're on my ball on your feet, I think.
All right, your audio should be a little bit better now too. We're getting things organized here. A little discombobulated to start. For the varsity game, I got to get that goalie cam working down there. Right now, I only have that one. All right, both teams taking the 2-minute break here, getting everything they can out of it, looks like. Refs look like they're about ready. Jack's still getting a little coaching here. First goal by Fuller, credited to Swanberg. So now the Jacks are going to go right to left on your TV. And I think the coach just informed the ref that number 11's not on the ice and it was 9.
Oh, good. They corrected
Puck
it.
is down. Camera's yours. Carlson, Fuller, Knutson here.
Correction on the Lumberjacks' first goal is score number 9, Alexis.
Here they go.
And correction on their first goal, score number 9, Alexis Fuller, assisted by
Shot.
19, Riley Knutson.
Byron puts it in the mitt. Says, give me a whistle. We're going to face off to the right of Byron. Jack's going to switch him up here.
I didn't see what happened there. Libby went down.
Yeah, she went down, caught it low, about 6 inches off the ice, put it in the glove, and then she dropped it right at the whistle and scrambled just a titch there to.
There wasn't an interaction with the Roseau player?
Nope.
Okay.
Right out front, save Byron, got the flipper on it. So what you're saying, Scott, is if I somehow did that, let's see. You might be inventing us a new lazy way to broadcast and we don't have to stand for 4
Well, I
hours.
just don't want any.
I hear you. You don't want them getting mad at us. Let's see. Your camera doesn't have any blockages. That's pretty good. All right. Trying to drive through the D is the Rams.
Uh-oh.
That one, Malkowski now out. So Longberg and George.
So how many players are missing from the
We
JV?
had quite a few sick because now we got Baki and Malkowski out on the ice coming down from Varsity.
Right, for the second period.
So that's been 2 each shift.
I know Molly McLean's going to play the third period.
All right. Picked up by Frank. Frank going wide on the backhand. Now behind the net. Grant throws it towards the net, goes right through the wickets of Knutson. Knutson back to Carlson. Carlson to Frank, shot on goal. Makes it 11-11 for shots. Knutson battle on the wall. That one comes away and goes to Grant.
That was a really dangerous pass that Gal just made.
Yeah.
From the corner to the front of her own net.
Agreed. Knutson behind the net. Knutson's really been putting in some extra effort.
Yeah, she's working hard.
Yeah.
That's good. She's competing.
She's competing strong, digging in the corners, getting stronger on her stick and her skates. Rams trying to get it out of the zone here. Kept in by Knutson. Carlson does the old spinorama, throws it in deep, goes off for a change. Out pops Baki. Taken away by Larson.
Offside.
Just missed. I think Grand had to divert around Baki or something, or I think she would have gotten back on side. Coach is changing them up a little bit here. Looks like they're switching up the D. So Malkowski, Baki, and Larson. Winkler and Frank on D. Malkowski goes down. Now it's picked up by Frank. She's trying to get away from the ref. Nice play by Frank, stealing away from one of the Ram girls. Frank turning it up ice. He's looking for somebody to pass to. Throws it across ice to Baki, and
that's
a little bit quick.
Tough one. You don't want to pass that right on the blue line. I think she slowed down. She was thinking about making that pass.
Yep.
Where she had her stride going pretty good. I think she could have beat those two deep.
Well, and sometimes the right thing to do there is dump it in deep and everybody go after it hard.
Yeah, I think she had momentum. I think she could have beaten them.
Yeah.
She just didn't know that.
So here come the Rams. Gain the blue line, trying to get through Frank. Just tipped it a little bit too far to herself. Frank around to Fuller.
That looked like a
Rams
trip.
grab it on the end line here, right through the crease. Rams looking for the one-timer there. Now behind the net. Stolen away by Knutson. Knutson over to Fuller. And she dumps it in deep. She'll go out for a change. That gets Larson hot off the bench, along with Malkowski. Here come the Rams. That's number 15. Shot. That one went wide of Byron. 15 is Magnuson.
I played against the Magnuson in high school. Well, all the way through youth hockey.
It's probably Grandpa Magnuson now.
Grandpa or great-grandpa, yeah.
Saved by Byron there. So 10:44 to go here in the second. 1-0 is still your score. On that goal by Fuller. Assisted from Knutson. Rams win the draw there. O'Brien's going to throw it up ice.
I don't think it's going to make it, so...
Malkowski on the chase.
She's going to get a slash. She gets her stick up like that.
Yeah, going to, but not this time. Shot. Christmas FedEx special. Now Baki into the near wall. Kept in by O'Brien. Tabaki tried to feed it through the wickets of number 6. That didn't work. And the arm's up. Icing's waved off. Picked up by Malkowski. Tries to get it to Baki with a fancy touch pass over Malkowski.
Oh, she's in. What is she? Oh, she was
Malkowski, toe drag, and a goal! What a goal! Malkowski with a toe drag. I think that was even off the backhand.
It was. She scored on the backhand. I just wasn't sure why she cut to the right when she had the gal beat on the left side. I was like,
clearly she wanted the backhand.
Yeah. Well, it worked.
So nice goal by Malkowski. If I'm not mistaken, Larson got an assist on that one. So 2-0's now your score. 9:53 to go here. Shot.
Oh, just
Byron got
about.
a piece of it.
Oh, they're gonna call a hook.
I thought I might have heard a slash. Too.
No, it was. Let's see what he calls here. But
it's like O'Brien to the box.
She did what she had to do. I mean, that gal likely would have scored if she hadn't done that. Call that a good penalty.
Yeah, there are good penalties and bad penalties. So face off to the right of Byron. Jack short-handed now. Here come the Rams. Back to Frank. Frank's going to throw it up ice. Nice strong get it up ice. I watched the Bantam game the other day, and they were lollygagging it, not putting much on it, couldn't get it out of the zone. Rams trying to get a shot off. Nice job by Frank. If you're going to throw it up ice, get it up there.
Right.
There she goes.
There it is again. Good.
Number 10, Callie Malkowski. The assist to number 5, Adeline Remington.
So the official scoring on the goal by Malkowski is 10 from 5. Runnigan, or Malkowski from Runnigan. Short-handed here, save Byron. Carlson threw it up. It's going to be picked up at the blue line. So Carlson, Fuller are your killers. Frank and Winkler.
That was a good shot by Mackey. She got it all the way down the ice there.
Jack's changing 2 on the fly here. Baki, King's offensive zone on the backhand.
Oh, what a nice pass.
Good effort, short-handed. Here comes the Rams the other way, top of the circle. Moving on to the backhand, behind the net. Still there trying to center. Malkowski picks it up, but the Rams will keep it in. Malkowski tackles the girl. Pretty sure you're not supposed to do that.
She had 2 hands on her stick, so it's all right. Put your hand on somebody, then they're going to call you for that.
And this one's going to get played by Baki, who throws it up ice. Oh, excuse me, that was Winkler.
She's going to try it again. Oh.
Picked up by Baki. Baki on the backhand. Lost the handle. O'Brien's out of the box. Out pops Carlson. So back to 5-on-5 hockey here. Carlson and Baki along the far wall. Carlson shot. Nice glove save by the Ram goalie.
Yeah, that thing was that was on its way to the upper corner. It was a good glove by the goalie.
Goalie change here for the Rams halfway through the game. So we got a goalie switch. And this one's going to pop out to center where Runnigan's going to pick it up. He tries to leave it for O'Brien. O'Brien throws it up into the offensive zone. Behind the net it goes. Here come the Rams up off the wall. Picked up by Runnigan. She whacks it forward. Picked up by the Rams again here at center. Runnigan to grab it again. Off of Larson's stick. She tries to get up to Carlson. Tips it past the Ram. She's loose from the dot. Shallow angle shot off the side of the net. It actually didn't miss by much.
I actually thought it was in.
If he wouldn't have went to the back wall, I would have agreed with you. Rams trying to get around, shot. That one's Christmas special. Grant tries to get out of the defensive zone here. And this is going to be picked up by Runnigan. 2-0 still your score. 6:16 to go. Rams looking to center. Somebody in the slot. That didn't find any room. Rams play back behind the net. Picked up by O'Brien. Nice spinorama there. She's going to wrap it around to Larson. He's going to try and get it out of the zone. No dice. They do get it back out to center where the Rams have to regroup. They'll throw it in deep. Played back there by Byron. Runnigan with a little bit of a dangerous move. Loses the puck to a Ram. Now picked up by Larson. She gets it out of the zone. Jack's off on a change. Rams stretch it out. But O'Brien picks it up. Comes back to Runnigan. That was Malkowski. Now to the far corner, and now the Rams throw it up ice. Picked up by Frank. Just barely good at the blue line.
Yeah.
Fuller could have put a bit of energy more into that, getting over the blue line. Puck's in the corner. Fuller looking for Malkowski. Shot. Oh, just off the side of the net. Good idea, and that one's going to go all the way up ice. The arm's up, and we're going to get icing. And that one's going to come to the left of the Ram goalie. Bemidji's going to throw out Malkowski, Baki, and Larson. Actually, it's going to be Carlson, Baki, Larson. Face off. Comes back to Winkler. She gives it a whack. That was Carlson getting that shot off. Kept in by Frank. Here comes the Rams from center. They give it out to Winkler. Nice job by Baki. Byron leaves it for Frank. Frank getting ahead of steam up 2-on-2 with Baki. Baki catches the pass, shot, blocker save. So you got to be ready at all times for that drop pass.
Yeah, they're doing a good job getting it on net, but what I've noticed is the head's down quite a bit too when they're shooting. I think if they just get their head up, they'll find that corner. They'll pick that spot.
Winkler's going to wrap it around to Larson. Now the Rams on the back end. Leave it for number 19. That's Paulson. Shot, saved Byron. And Byron gets the mid on it and says, give me a whistle.
Who are the girls on the bench standing with it?
One is Brooke Brunette, and the other one is lower body injury for Brunette. Not sure who the other one is. Jacks are trying to get through the neutral zone here. Grand whacks it in deep. Malkowski after it, along with Knutson. And they get around Runnigan. O'Brien, top of the circle, save and a goal. That one goes up over the top of Byron. And that gets the Rams within one with 2:25 left here in the second. Pretty good Wi-Fi in here too, Scott.
It is. All right. That's awesome. I have 5G. I have full bars on my phone.
Right.
There she goes. All right.
Nice
That's
quick
good.
shot by Fuller.
Yep. Get it on net.
Get that rebound. Yeah, I went to, so we're working off my hotspot. I was getting 250 meg at times. So through my phone, through the ceiling.
Through the Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
Oh. There we go.
Oh, nice try there by Carlson. Right out front.
We need
Larson
another.
behind the net to Fuller. Fuller leaves it for Frank. Frank with a shot. Save out front. And a goal by Carlson.
Oh, nice. That all started with Lexi dropping it off.
Or by Carl, I think it was Carlson.
Yeah, but it started with Lexi dropping it off to Frank.
Yeah,
Frank got
so
a good
it should
shot on
be
that.
should be Carlson from Frank and Fuller. We'll see if the refs get that second assist.
Oh, we got it.
We got it.
We got it. Couple of good heads-up plays.
So the Rams now down by 2 again.
Third goal, scored number 12, Kelly Carlson. The assist number 15, Tyler Frank. Time to ball 13 minutes.
Yeah, they missed Lexi on that. They
On
always
the drop
miss,
pass.
Yeah, they miss those.
You know, the girls want their points, right? Shot, FedExed over the top, might have been tipped.
Yeah, that play wouldn't have happened unless Lexi had done that.
Yeah. Fuller out to Larson, one of her favorite targets, trying to get around. Skate the stick. Now the Rams going the other way.
Last minute to play in the second period.
1 minute to play in the second here. Rams try to center. This is Grand with it. Roseau's going to go all the way behind their net. Have to go 200 feet here. Fuller's off. Looks like Carlson's back out.
That was a good play. Addie Runnigan got that in deep.
Way to go, Addie. O'Brien throws it towards the net, goes just wide. 22 to go here in the second. Grand with it. Taken away by the Rams. 15 to go. Here come the Rams along the far wall. Pestered by Carlson. Nice job by Carlson. Back to Carlson again. She killed the last 15 seconds there all by herself. Way to go. All right, so at the end of 2, 3-1 for your Jacks. We got a quick intermission here. They're going to resurface. And we'll be back at you, everybody. Hang tight. We'll be back at you here in a few minutes.